Hey guys, what's up? This is kind of rambly though. Yeah, I got some stuff I want to say, and yeah, this is just kind of like a little, I guess, intermission, if you want to call it that, before I put up my next, more serious videos. Most likely going to be another Q&A, because I really need to hurry up and, keep pumping those out so I can soon get that out the way. But I just wanted to talk about some random stuff and send out a couple of thank yous and shout outs or whatever. Past couple of days I've been in some Stick'em chats with some really cool people. So for those people who I've met in there who happen to be watching this, I just wanted to say it was really cool talking to you guys. You guys are really interesting dudes. So everybody there was, even the guys who couldn't really talk on the who weren't docked, you couldn't hear them. There was still a lot of people putting up some really cool stuff in the chat section, and I had a really good time both times I was in Stick'em. I didn't even think I'd be much of a Stick'em user, but it's grown on me because just about every time I've been there, I've been surrounded by really intelligent people. Many of them people who I've admired already on YouTube and subscribed to their channels, and it was just cool seeing them just pop up, And also, just want to make a quick apology because I was worried that I sometimes talk too much and then ended up kind of like steamrolling over other people. So if that was the case, and I'm apologizing in advance because I know I talk too much at times. I'm a bit of a big mouth, so. But yeah, I really had a good time, and I hope other people had a good time there too. I mean, yeah, granted, we had a couple of idiots showing up every now and then, but that's the nature of the beast when you don't have the room passworded. So. But yeah, it was really cool talking to you guys, and I hope to, be able to chat with you guys further, And some of you guys have already subbed to you, and some of you have already sent me, friend invites. You know who you are, so, yeah. Also, I just have to say I was, pleasantly surprised with how my, the latest few videos I put up were received, the stuff on The Amazing Atheist and, Richard Coughlin. That thing was supposed to be just a response to Ruby's video on the subject, and I had already talked to her a little bit about my thoughts, and I was keeping an eye on it, and I figured I might as well just spill out how I felt straight to her. And I knew my subs would see the video, and I knew I was going to get comments from them, but it seems like other people, I think other people who weren't even subbed to me were checking it out, who weren't subbed to me at first checking it out, and everyone's got some really cool things to say. I haven't seen a stupid comment yet. And what I'm liking is that I'm seeing people from both sides of the fence, coming in and giving their perspectives. And whether they or not they happen to think that TJ is right, or they think Coughlin is right, or whatever, they're all just giving, well thought out answers of why they think the way they do. And it's really interesting. It's like a real discussion going on under the videos, which is what we're supposed to be seeing under YouTube videos in the first place. I mean, I know that's not the norm. You mostly get stupid comments, but by and large, I like the response. Though I have to say, to one particular person who said they couldn't watch all 4 of those vids, I understand. I can be long-winded at times, and sometimes you just don't want to sit through 40 freaking minutes worth of just talking about one particular topic. And no one has to watch my vids. You don't have to. You can just say, okay, this idiot, and then just go past. I'm not forcing you guys to watch it. If you wanted to watch all of them, fine, and I'm glad you did. I appreciate it. If you can't do it, no harm done. Again, I'm not forcing anybody to watch it, so don't feel too bad if you couldn't sit through all of them. But for those that did and are giving their responses and their comments, it's really cool. Once again, this is why I like my subs. I think I'm lucky so far. Pretty much all my subs have, especially the ones that have commented, have been really intelligent, really interesting people. I haven't really gotten stupid comments on videos yet. The few that I usually get are from people who aren't my subs. So anyway, enough of that. There is some substance to this video. I wanted to make two quick book recommendations. They're both different in their subject matter, but considering my audience seems to be pretty varied, so each one of these books should interest at least some of you. The first one is one that I got my hands on recently. Well, both of them I got my hands on recently. This one just popped up in the mail. This one is called, if you can see it because my camera's not all that great, right there, his Practical Guide to Test Cutting for Historical Swordsmanship, and it's written by Scott M. Rodell. Now, for those of you who don't know who Scott Rodell is, he's a Tai Chi Chuan practitioner and instructor. He also teaches and trains in Chinese swordplay. But the unique thing about him is that he's also one of the very few people out there left who's actually teaching people how to fight with the Chinese sword, not just dance around with it and look pretty. Like, most instructors who teach the weapon don't really teach you how to fight with it. This dude teaches you how to fight with the freaking thing, and he's been, like, just almost single-handedly been trying to bring the combat aspect of Chinese swordsmanship back to the forefront. He's doing a remarkable job of it too. Like, you know, him and many other like-minded people have been doing things like the traditional Chinese Swordsmanship League. I might have said it wrong. If I did say it wrong, I'll have the right title on the bottom of the video. But my son's babbling. He's been doing a lot of work just trying to, you know, promote all this. They got their own tournament now. They're trying to teach real fighting methods, and they got. In fact, there's a tournament coming up. Like, I think sometime in either June or July. I can't wait to see that. If I can get some footage of it, that'd be great. But anyway, to get to the book, this book is just on the basics of learning how to cut with your sword. And the cool thing about this book is you don't have to take Chinese swordsmanship to get some value out of it. If you're just somebody who just wants to learn cutting practice, I know there's plenty of people putting cutting videos out on YouTube, and there's some other people who want to get into cutting. I mean, that's why there is a group called the UBC, you know, United Backyard Cutters. For those of you who want to get into it but aren't really too sure where to begin, this book is for you. Don't be fooled by the fact that this guy is a Chinese swordsman, you know, trying to, you know, teaching Chinese swordsmanship. This thing has something for everybody. How to find the right sword, the right materials you need to cut with, how to build a cutting stand, what to look for as you do your technique, the proper way to practice, safety precautions, even how to repair your sword in case it gets damaged from cutting. It's all in here. There are a couple of criticisms I have about this, but they're pretty minor. It's a really good book. I'm probably going to make another video just about this book, a bit more in depth. It's going to be specifically for the UBC, the group that I'm part of, because I really think that almost everyone in there could probably benefit from this. But yeah, just my general subs right now. Check this out if you can. It's really good if you're interested in cutting with a sword and want to know more about it. Second one, completely different topic. This book. Oh yeah. There's a God on the mic. The True 50 Greatest MCs. This book was written by Kool and has a foreword by Chuck D, though I have a funny feeling Chuck D probably helped him with the selection. Pretty sure you guys know that I love music and I'm a true hip-hop fan. I'm not much into most of today's music, you know, what they're claiming as hip-hop to straight-up rap music. You know, you guys know that I don't think too much of it these days, but this damn book, I recommend it to anybody who even has just a passing liking for hip-hop. If you're somebody who's been listening to this, you've been in the game, like listening to this type of music, been a fan since at least the early 90s, get this book. If you're somebody who's been listening, like you're an old-timer like me, you definitely want to get this book. If you're a cat who's mostly caught up on the new stuff and keep wondering why old cats like me are saying that today's hip-hop does not compare to the old stuff, you also need to pick up this book, because this book explains why. First of all, it's written by a guy who was an MC to begin with and had been making music for a long time, so he knows this shit. Second, it talks about exactly what it takes to be an MC and what are the requirements, what are the actual skills one has to look for to judge an MC. Hell, the guy who wrote this book was known even back in the 80s of writing down what he called his hip-hop report card. And this entire book is based upon that very report card. So people get judged on their originality, their concepts that they bring to rhyming, their versatility, their vocabulary, which is very fucking important, their substance, their flow, the flavor, their impact on the industry, the value of their body of work, their poetic value, and so on and so forth, lyrics, their freestyle skills, all that is judged here. Now the really cool thing about this book is that it really does list the greats. But there are some people listed in here that may surprise you. It definitely surprised me. Some of the names in here I wouldn't have picked. But when I read why they were picked, I had to agree with them, even if I didn't necessarily like the artist. So for anybody here who's interested in hip-hop at all, in any way, pick up this book. It's not just a good book on rating some of the greatest MCs ever, but it also gives you a little bit of insight of how hip-hop developed to begin with. And it kind of gives you a little bit of an insight on the history of it as well. It's a damn good book. I heard there's a kind of somewhat sequel to this one, the 50 Greatest Hip-Hop Groups of All Time, and I'm definitely going to get my hands on that one too. I gotta see how that one comes out, but pick this one up also. You like hip-hop? Pick this damn book up. MCon, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you, MCon, you watching this? Get Get this fucking book if you haven't gotten it already, alright? If you like hip-hop, get it. Alright, that's it. I've yapped enough. My next video will hopefully be another Q&A. If not, it'll at least be one of some substance. So, catch you guys later.